For this visualization practice, you might find it beneficial to have something to nose in a glass in front of you. In a moment, I'll invite you to raise your glass toward your nose and take a gentle inhale, softly, easily, through the nose, ensuring that the mouth is lightly parted to engage the full sensory pathway. Throughout this experience, when you hear me invite you to raise the glass and smell the liquid, know that you're welcome to lower it again after, or choose to keep it lifted should you wish for some more aroma. Whatever feels more natural or best for your experience. All that I ask is that you follow my specific inhale cues when they come. If it feels safe and comfortable for you to do so, I also invite you to soften or close your eyes during this practice when possible. This can really help the inner pathways to come forward more clearly. So find a comfortable seat. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breath settle. And let's begin our journey inwards as we use our awareness, our attention, to bring light to the full pathway of how we smell within the architecture of your body. Now, imagine your awareness as a small point of light, resting all your attention just below the tip of your nose. A tiny lantern that you can send anywhere inside yourself. When I say awareness, think of that light. That light is your awareness. Wherever you guide it, imagine it illuminating that space from within, as though you're lighting up a room inside your own body. Wherever this light travels, wherever you place your awareness, you can see more clearly, you can feel more clearly, you become more present with the sensations in that area. So allow this little lantern to be your guide as we begin this exploration. Bring your awareness, that small lantern of light, to the space just below the tip of your nose. Let it glow a little brighter as you slowly lift the glass towards your nostrils. Imagine your awareness slipping past the gates of your nostrils, two arched doorways, as you take a gentle inhale, softly, easily. Let your awareness follow the breath and rest just inside. This is not just a narrow tunnel, but as the lantern of the light of your awareness settles beneath the bridge of your nose, feel the vaulted chamber of swirling air currents lined with soft ridges. I invite you to take another soft inhale to imagine seeing the air spiraling into eddies and vortices, curling along those ridges so that the scent can bloom open like a story unfolding. Every aroma that you've ever known began part of their journey right here. Mint on a summer morning, fir trees in the fall, honey, lavender, juniper, the smell of the ground after it rains. All of them dissolved in the moisture of this chamber. Simple molecules becoming endless possibilities. Imagine watching the molecules begin to dissolve in that moisture as you take another gentle inhale, watching matter begin to transform into meaning. Let your awareness, that small lantern of light, rise with the breath, moving just behind the bridge of your nose, and let it drift upward. Imagine following the chamber until it opens up into a vast cavern. So your nasal cavity extends far deeper than most people realize. It stretches back almost to the level of your eyes and to the back of your throat, and it rises toward a hidden ceiling tucked just beneath the front of your brain. As you breathe light into this space, let your awareness gently explore. How far back can you feel? How far back? Use your breath to see if you can sense the very roof of this chamber, the highest point in the nasal cavity where scent becomes signal. Resting at the uppermost ceiling of this area is the olfactory grove. Here, a forest of about 6 million tiny receptors stand like silver trees waiting for a breeze. Each one tuned like a lock waiting for its key, responding only to a specific shape of a molecule. And only when the shape fits does the tree spark to life with electricity. Take another few soft inhales and feel thousands of tiny sparks shimmer across the forest as a unique constellation of signals is born. Those tiny sparks begin to gather into threads of light, and these delicate filaments carry information upward. As you breathe, imagine these threads rising through a thin, porous bridge called the cribriform plate, a delicate bone at the base of your skull, thin as an eggshell, perforated like a fine strainer. This is the bridge between worlds. Let your awareness follow the light in these glowing threads as they rise just a little higher. If you were to place a finger gently between your eyebrows, the awareness of your destination at this moment of our journey sits about an inch behind that point. The olfactory bulb, your brain's private alchemist. Here, the sparks of scent are gathered, sorted, amplified, and arranged. Patterns form and relationships begin to emerge. Now, something quite extraordinary happens here. See, these signals then bypass every checkpoint in the brain and go straight to the limbic system, the heart of memory and emotion. That's why one smell can collapse time, can open up a childhood kitchen, return you to a lover's arms, or remind you of a night that you thought you'd forgotten. See, scent is time travel that you breathe in, and this is where the next phase of the journey begins. Gently bring the glass back toward your nose and take a slow, easy inhale. As the aroma arrives to that spot an inch behind the point of your eyebrows, imagine your awareness lighting up pathways deep into the inner chambers of the brain and the library of emotion and memory. Here, the scent is offered like a scroll to the archivists at the very center of your brain. Your amygdala asks, Well, how do we feel about this? Your hippocampus wonders, where have we known this before? And your prefrontal cortex inquires, well, what does this mean now? So it's here, at the very center of your brain, that the lantern of your awareness begins to glow brighter. And from that center, the light starts to radiate out. Scent becomes story, story becomes sensation, and sensation becomes understanding. Now, I can't tell you what lies beyond this point of your journey, because that part's yours, and yours alone to experience. So for now, take one nourishing breath in, drawing light into the very center of your awareness. And as you exhale slowly, let your awareness travel back down through the library of memory and emotions, back across the bridge, past the silver grove, through the warm, swirling chambers of the nose, until it comes to rest once more at the gates of the nostrils. And let your awareness hover here for a moment. See, you've just traveled the entire path of how we smell. So remember, when you smell something, you're not just smelling. You're having a conversation with time, with memory, with emotion, with instincts and meaning. You are awakening entire landscapes inside yourself. So the next time that you go to know something, let the scent step through the doorway. Follow it with your awareness. Notice what lights up. Listen for the memories that whisper, and feel what begins to rise. And trust that your body knows exactly what to do with the stories that are carried on the breath.